Hello. So in this video, we're going to spend some time talking about gratitude. So in this video, I'm going to present some questions that will help get your mind and your heart and your memories thinking about what in your life you are grateful for. There are so many ways of how to focus on gratitude, and we're going to talk about those ideas today in this video as well. So what is gratitude? In the dictionary, gratitude is defined as a positive state of being, a feeling of thankfulness and appreciation for someone or something, and a social emotion that signals our recognition for that around us. So to begin, I just want you to think about, what are you grateful for in your life? Family, your home, maybe where you live, your career, your job, your passions, the gifts and the talents and skills that you've learned and that you've been taught. Maybe you're grateful for a certain person in your life that has influenced you. So just take a moment and ponder about the things that you are grateful for in your life. Do you keep a journal? You know, nowadays there's so many types of journals that people use. There's journals for just every day, just broad, general journals of what happened to you today. There are journals that are just focused on prayer, or journals especially on if you are religious and you read your own type of scripture or Bible. A lot of people might keep journals of their studies, their religious studies, and their thoughts and what they've learned through those studies. There's journals such as photo journals or scrapbooks. I consider those journals. But have you ever thought about keeping a book specifically about gratitude, about those blessings and those things in your life that you've been given? I encourage you, if you've never done it, to grab a notebook and start today. And maybe just start with what you are grateful for just today. And think of at least 5 things. Maybe at the end of each day, this journal can be a routine that before you start the day or before you end the day, you write 5 things that has blessed you in that day. It's amazing to see how just day by day, if you really stop and think about the things that have happened during your day and you write them down, how different lists you will get each day. Sometimes it's hard to sit down and just make a list of things that you're grateful for, especially during hard, difficult, challenging moments in our life. So what are some ways that help you focus on those blessings and those things that you have been given or that you have in your life during those challenging times? What do you do? So start a gratitude journal today. Grab a sheet of paper and write at least 5 things that you're grateful for today. And then each day following, do the same thing. Really think about the small details that have happened on that day and how you appreciate those things happening in your life and how they've made a difference. Just the little details of the day that bring gratitude. Another way that you can practice gratitude is to render your own service or volunteer. We all like someone doing something for us. We are grateful for when someone does something for us. So why not give back and give that opportunity to someone to be grateful for a service, or you sharing your own talents and help to someone in need. That's a great way to practice gratitude. I think the biggest way you can practice gratitude is the little things. A smile, a hi, acknowledging that when someone's alone and going and sitting by them, introducing yourself. Remember making those connections. Just spending time, sacrificing your time and give it to someone else. So spend time with a loved one. Spend time with a friend that you haven't seen for a long time. Call them up. There have been moments in my life, the biggest moments where I've been grateful is when I get a random message or call from a friend that I haven't talked to for months. And the first thing they say when we speak is, I was thinking about you lately, so I wanted to call and say hi and see how you're doing. Or, hey, we haven't gone together for a long time. How about we go out for lunch or ice cream, whatever it is. Just spending time with someone that you care about, because everyone needs someone. Everyone needs to feel loved, to feel seen, to feel accepted. And one way you can do that is by being with them and sharing with them a part of your life and you sharing a part of their life. Another way I think that we can express gratitude or show gratitude is acknowledge the people around us and what they do for us each day. It could be your caregiver or a family member that gives support in whatever way. Maybe it's a medical professional that gives you medical advice or care when needed. Maybe it's a neighbor, or maybe it's even a stranger. You know, we interact with so many people, even those that we don't even know personally, but do we acknowledge them? And are we grateful for those people? The grocery store clerk, the mailman, you know, do we say and express gratitude to those people that we just pass by? Or the cashier through the drive-thru, you know, the waiter. Do we say thank you for the service that they are giving us? Today's challenge. Make a conscious effort to thank every person that you come in contact with that has given you some type of service. So I mentioned a gratitude journal, but have you ever had or seen or heard of a gratitude calendar? The idea of a gratitude calendar is to, sometimes we get so busy in our life that we need to just have something to remind us and bring us back to focus, right, of what is important. And a gratitude calendar is that. It allows us, it's a reminder to us that we can look at every day and have a focus on that day of a specific area. So that's what a gratitude calendar is. These are these are 3 such examples of a 30-day gratitude challenge calendar. Take a moment and pause the video and examine some of the ideas that you can borrow from these calendars, or even follow one of these calendars along, or even make your own gratitude calendar. As you can see, each day focuses on a specific area. And the purpose of these calendars is to take that focus and carry it with you throughout the day, or even fulfill or complete the task regarding that area of showing gratitude. Now, we've talked about what we are grateful for, what we have in our life. We've mentioned some ideas of how to express gratitude. But why do you think it's so important to not only see what we have and are given, but why is it so important to acknowledge and express that gratitude? If it be to someone that has given us service or given us help, or if you are a spiritual individual, expressing gratitude to God for His hand in our life. Why is it so important to take the time to be grateful and to be gracious for those blessings and those things in our life? Melody Beattie has said, "Gratitude turns what we have into enough and more. It turns denial into acceptance, chaos into order, confusion into clarity. It makes sense of our past, brings peace for today, and creates a vision for tomorrow." What's the purpose of what benefits can we have when we are grateful? I want you to think of someone or something that you have. How does it make you feel when you think about that object or that thing or that person or that moment? And how grateful that you have it part of your life and your life story. I hope that it makes you feel warm inside. I hope it makes you feel important in some way. I hope that it brings purpose to who you are and what you've experienced in your life. I think that it shields us from negativity, because when we take ourselves out of our troubles and challenges and look at what we do have instead of what we don't have, it protects us from that negativity, right? It brings us back to the blessings we have and the things that we are so privileged to have in our life. So it shields us from negativity. It is said that it can make you at least 25% happier when you have gratitude and you express gratitude. Does it make you happier? Does it help you get through and give you strength during your life when you can look at the things that you have and the things that you've been given? Did you know that it relieves stress? It eliminates stress when we are grateful. So it heals. Have you ever had a moment where being grateful for what has happened has helped heal your heart. Sometimes we overlook the struggles in our life and the hard things in our life. And we overlook those blessings within those challenges and those things. Do you think that there are lessons to be learned during challenges or hard times? Do you think that there are what I call tender mercies during hard times? I can testify that when I've been in my hardest times of my life, where I've had to be dependent on people because of health issues, or where I felt like, oh, I can do this, but I need help to get through it. It gave me a sense of ability to heal quicker, and to rest my body, my mind, whatever it needed at the time, because there were so many others that were helping me along the way. And I was grateful for that help, because if I didn't have that love and that care that was given to me, then I wouldn't have been able to heal and get back to where I wanted to be. Did you know that being grateful improves sleep? When we are grateful, I think that it calms our heart. It calms our mind. Have you ever had so much going on in your mind that it just keeps you awake at night? But when we take the time to really focus and maybe, again, make that list of what you're grateful for that happened on that specific day, or you focus on a specific aspect where you can, or area that you can be grateful in your life. So following a great gratitude calendar, however it is that you show and express gratitude, that it allows your worries and everything to just not shut down, but just calm down enough so that your body and your mind can rest at night. When you have gratitude, and because you're seeing all those blessings and all those things that you do have in your life, you're more confident in yourself. Your self-esteem and your performance every day is heightened. It boosts your energy level because you're not wearing down on all the negative things in your life. I don't have this. This hasn't happened to me. I wish I could do that or this. I wish I could be stronger. I used to do this, but now I can't. If you constantly are putting all those negative thoughts in your mind, it is blocking, and it's building a wall, blocking all the things that you do have, and allow to enable you to see the gratitude and the things in your life that you could see as blessings and be gracious for. How can being grateful improve relationships or begin new relationships? Have you ever thought about that? How gratitude can improve and begin new relationships? Well, think about it. If you take the time to acknowledge someone or acknowledge a stranger for something they said or did, even if they didn't even realize it, if it would be a smile walking down the street, or just a a thank you for working so hard, at their jobs. You're acknowledging that person's actions, basically, and how it's affected you. And sometimes, even if it doesn't personally affect you or you're personally involved, sometimes if you see someone doing something else for someone else and you have nothing to do with that, but you just are the witness and you are the observer, acknowledging that action to that person, one, enhances their self-esteem because they're being acknowledged, because everyone loves to be acknowledged for things that they do well, right? They want to be seen. And two, it will begin a relationship, even if it's just for a few seconds. In that moment of expressing gratitude, you are making a connection with that person, and that connection can ripple and build into something so much positive in your life and in theirs. To close this video of food for thought on gratitude, I want to leave you with this quote from Ralph Waldo Emerson. Cultivate the habit of being grateful for every good thing that comes to you, and to give thanks continuously. And because all things have contributed to your advancement, you should include all things in your gratitude.